All right. So I'm opening up with saying don't call the police sergeant. Don't ask for the supervisor. Just don't. Don't waste your time. And here's why. And I'm sure you have seen it, probably witnessed it, probably experienced it. But when you have a bad interaction with the police, and I can say, fortunately for me, I have not, and if my rights were violated, honestly, it's not about if it felt like it. I didn't know if they were or were not. It's the police. You do what they say, and that's it. If you didn't commit a crime, you ain't got to worry about anything. If you didn't do anything wrong, you don't have to worry about anything. That's sort of how it was for me. But I was just fortunate, maybe just lucky. But today, this ain't going on when I was a kid and, young adult and all that. No, this is today. This is the past, 25 years. When anyone calls the sergeant or the supervisor or whichever, what happens? They do nothing. They protect their own, and that's it. Let me do some critical thinking for you, okay? And you can try to do this yourself. Don't take much. But if you watch your favorite TV shows or you see some kid acting up somewhere, the first thing you think is parents are messed up. How they lead them kids wrong. You don't think they learned it from school. You might even say, learn on that internet. Internet don't teach kids wrong. TV shows, certain internet people, what they do is give kids hope of a happy time that's really not going to come to them. That's what that do. But in this case, you get into it with a police officer and you tell them, get your sergeant. Let me do this for you. Who you think taught that officer to do that stuff to you? Who you think taught that? The police academy teaches them just enough, but it perpetuates go home safe. It perpetuates a bunch of meerkats with guns. That's what it is. A bunch of prairie dogs with assault sidearms. They are ready to be scared and hurt you. Cops go out looking to do that. So you call the sergeant get there, nothing happens. You just hear more of the same, or they'll cop-splain, and they're going to say a lot of words and say nothing of substance. And then if you take it up to the police chief, what's going to happen? They're going to say, yeah, they was in it right. A cop, you would have to be walking down the street and the cop would have to just run you over with their car or just roll up on you and just start whooping you up. And even then you're going to get, we're looking into it. The cop is on the paid administrative leave. Or they're going to protect their own. And you literally, you listener, you should understand that wholeheartedly. They will protect their own. Your family member do something wrong, you're going to protect that family member. Even if you don't want to, there's going to be that thing in you that just say, let's just try to help. Even if you can't stand them. So if the deputy or the officer or whatnot is treating you bad, they learn that on the force. They learn that from their superiors. Their superiors being anybody that's been there longer than them, even if it's by a month. So they are learning this behavior. They don't care about the law. You call the sergeant, the supervisor, anyone, you go get the same. I just said it a few times already. I'm just hammering it home for you. And then what happens when you see these police reports on TV by the police chief? What do you see? They back up what happened. They're in cahoots. It's a tribal club and you have to survive it. That's why you have to learn your rights, which don't do much. I want to complete the sentence even though I changed my mind halfway through it. Learning your rights allows you to articulate to the officer what constitutional laws they are breaking, what amendments they are breaking. So if they are violating your amendment, they are literally contradicting the very oath that they swore to protect and uphold the Constitution in terms of their profession. And they're going against it because they want to do what they want to do. So you are literally looking at the apples rolling down the tree. It ain't falling far from it. It's still on there. So just keep that in mind when dealing with the police. Just my advice, and I'm no attorney, which is going to turn a lot of people off. I'm not some constitutional anybody. No. This is just a safe bet. When you are interacting with the police, you go along with what they say, but you let them know, I do not agree. You let them know this is breaking this amendment. You let them know this goes against possibly your policies. You let them know that. Never consent to search. Never consent for them to go into your home. Don't even open your door. And you can tell them to leave your property if they don't have a warrant, if they aren't chasing some felon into your home. And it has to be an actual, like someone and shots fired from that person and the cops are chasing him and then ran into your home and the cops go in after him. That's when, okay, you got to just step aside and let that happen. Get yourself to safety. If they detain you in your home at that juncture, they have broken they made violations. And you need to let them know that. All right, you need to do that. But primarily let them know what they're violating, how they're violating it, and go along with it. They want to detain you, tell them you ain't got to cuff me, because they don't have to. In some states, they'll say, yeah, they do. They have to. But you can articulate and say, you don't have to cuff me. I'm not going anywhere. I'm detained. I will stand and or sit right here. And that's it. Just let them do what they do. Let them rack up. Let the cops cook. Let them rack up their charges so that you can, by articulating those things, take them to court. Sue them. The state's going to pay, not them. But you're going to get money. Hit them pockets. I keep saying that. Hit them pockets. Civil lawsuits. And the cops don't care because they aren't paying out of their pocket per se. That's why they keep that arrogant attitude. But hit them pockets. Let them know what they're doing wrong. Go along with it. And that's it. Because at the end of the moment, if you fight, they can get mad, as we've seen them. They'll get mad and shoot you or beat on you. You are to go home safe. So that's all I'm going to say. Anything you got in the comment section, I'm going to read it. I might even get an email. I don't know. Alphabet, which owns Google, which runs YouTube, they do what they do. So keep that in mind too when you want to complain about YouTube and love Google. Just saying. All right. So with that, if you did, thank you for listening.